Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am EG69, and we are back with another tank review. It's a tank that's been out for quite some time now, and that is the FCM 50T. Now, it is a tier 8 French medium tank, and it's an average tank. So the stat-wise, on paper, actually look quite good. So DPM 2226, it's not bad. That's not bad. With a 212 penetration, and it has 225 alpha. So almost pretty much the same gun as the AMX CDC, except for the reload is slightly less at 6.06 seconds. And just like most of the other tier 8 mediums, it has a 90 caliber gun. Aim time 2.08 again. Same as pretty much most of the other mediums, apart from the AMX CDC, and dispersion 0.326. Dispersion, it's got a nice 8 degrees of gun depression, and it has 51 speed. Now the armor on this thing it's not great. The hull is 120, 80 on the side, 80 on the rear, and the turret is 150, 80 on the side and 60 on the rear. So on paper, the armour actually looks quite good, and in certain positions you will get some troll bounces, but the tank itself is just really big. It's really big, and you're not going to get many bounces. Now just look at the size of it. It's bigger than the T-34. It's bigger than the Defender next to me. It's just massive. So playing this tank, because of the armour, it's not a frontline tank. It really isn't a frontline tank. It's more of a support tank. I know it's a medium tank, and you've got the other tanks like a Mod 1, T50, T59. They are sort of frontline tanks, hold down bullies. And this tank is a tank where you use to sort of sit behind your Mod 1s, your other mediums, or even your heavies, and support. Don't be frontline. Being frontline, you're just going to get yourself absolutely wrecked. So this tank it's a good tank if you're not getting shot at, because the DPM is actually really good, and it is really a good support tank. But if you're getting looked at, you're going to die very quickly. And because you're an FCM, it's not known to be a great tank. If you are sitting behind tanks, like now, I'm always trying to find a tank to sit behind, because they're not going to focus me. Like this IS-8 here, this IS-6, he's not going to focus me. He's going to focus the waffle. But at this time, I need to push that, get a lucky bounce there from the VK. We need to push the IS-6 because he's on his own, he's isolated, and we could take him out, and that's another tank down, because it's 4 against 5. The Defender does help me, so it's not like I pushed on my own. So we did push, and we get rid of him to make it 4 on 4. And now I'm going to push this VK 100, because he is a 2-shot. We are willing to take a shot, but he's reloading, which means we can get to the side of him and we can take him out. So there's still a lot of work to do. There's a Persian, there's an IS-3, and there's a T-54. 2 of them of which are full health, and the T-54 is almost full health. So we're going to start focusing that T-54, and we're going to help our Defender out. Unfortunately, we couldn't help him out, and we get a troll bounce on the front of that T-54. So we're just going to leave him. I don't really want to fight it out with a T-54, because he is, even with that hit points, he can still easily kill us. But at this time it's 3 against 2. IS-3 now is going towards our T-34, so we're going to help him out and put him down to a 1-shot. The Waffle Tractor takes out the T-54, so it just leaves this IS-3, which the T-34, I believe, was going to try and get it, but he even misses, and the Waffle takes him out for his 5th kill. So simple game, not much damage, 2.2k damage. We still make 58,000 credits, which is a nice credit earner, to be fair. It really is a nice credit earner. But for me, Now this tank it's a tech tree tank. It's for sale in the tech tree, in the France tech tree, for 7,350 gold. It's not a tank I would go, you have to go and buy this, because it's World of Tanks Blitz. There's always new tanks at the moment coming into game, and a lot of them are tier 8 mediums, tier 8 heavies, TDs. There's just loads of tanks at the minute coming into store, so I probably wouldn't use that gold if you've got that gold to buy this tank, although it will be the cheapest out of all the new tanks coming. But it's in the tech tree, so there's no rush in going to buy this tank. If there's no tanks available in store, then of course you can buy it. But you can buy it whenever you like, just like the IS-6 and all the other T-34s, Super Persians. Now, there's not many tier 8 mediums in the tech tree. There's this, and there is the Super Persian. If I was going to pick one, I would definitely pick the Super Persian, because the Super Persian, it makes fantastic credits. It's very, very troll. It's got great DPM, and the armour is just fantastic on the Super Persian. It's very troll. You can bounce tier 9 heavies if you angle correct, and they're sort of noobish and they don't know where to shoot you. Where with this, you take this into a tier 9 battle with a 40% player in a tier 9 on the enemy team, you're not going to bounce. Whereas if you take a Super Persian into a tier 9 battle with 40% player in a tier 9, you're going to get bounces. And that's what I love about the Super Persian. So if I was definitely going to pick one, if I had one to choose, it would definitely be the Super Persian, because to be fair, this is a tank, once I aced, I never need to play it. I really don't need to play it, because I've got other mediums. I've got the Super Persian, I've got the Type 59, I've got the Mod 1, I've got the CDC. So this has just become, I don't need it anymore. I've aced it and I really, really don't need it. And that's why I'm saying, if you've got any of the other tanks, it really isn't, it probably isn't worth buying this tank, unless you're a collector, or you, like me, you try and go for all the aces, all the mastery badges. Then apart from that, it really isn't worth getting. And if you've got no premium tanks and you're looking at getting this, then just go for the Super Persian. It's so much better. First class there, again, we make nice credits, 2.9k damage. Now, this video was asked for from a patron of mine. He asked for me to do an FCM review, and I did the review. I was pretty, well, I didn't do the review. When he became a patron and he wanted this video, as I do with all my patrons, new patrons, I always ask them what video they would like to see, and I will get to make that video for them. So I did that. He asked for the FCM review, and I played the FCM on my account, and I actually had a few really, really good battles, like nearly 5k damage, ace battles. But then there was a mini update, 5.62, and it erased all of my replays, and I didn't have the replays recorded, so I had to play it all over again. And unfortunately I couldn't get another ace battle, but this battle was pretty good. Half of the battle at the start, you can see I'm in spawn, where Al spawned, and I was in spawn because I was starting to go towards the Castilla, and then my son decided to start playing up, so I had to leave the game and sort my son out. And by the time I got back, the CDC and the T43 was in our spawn, so I've literally just gone straight back to spawn. We've taken out the CDC, and we're just about to take out the T43, so we're going to go in for a little ram there. We're going to go for the kill shot, and we're going to take him out. So that's 2 kills, only 3 tanks left alive. We have caught A, and we are capping C. Now we're going to go up the hill, and there is a T28 propped. Lovely side shots, 197 there. The damage, that wasn't great damage, and he's going to stop on the bridge, which allows me to get a couple more shots. into him just before he goes out of sight, we can get one more shot into him. And our team are going to take him out before he takes out the J Panther. So we're going to poke up, and the Tiger 2 is going to take him out. So all that's left is 2 tanks against 4. We've got the VK45 03 here. We're going to get one shot into him. I'm thinking the lightweight is going to take him out, but we're going to reload and we're going to get him before the lightweight does. So we kill him. 2 kills now, 3k damage, and there's just 1 tank left alive. And unfortunately, I'm not going to get to him. I'm thinking he could possibly be AFK. So just as I go to check with his AFK, he comes available and he's half hit points, and I'm not going to be able to get any more damage. So that is pretty much the end of the video. FCM tier 8, 7,350 gold in the tech tree. As I said, it's, if you want to get it, it's there, and it's not a bad tank, but it's not really a good tank. And as said, you can buy it whenever, and with the amount of premiums coming into store at the moment, I would probably just wait. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is for Donster, and I'm Measy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.